Hi guys, I'm Lieza. Welcome to the Venta Suites. Come in. Visitors would always ask, why Venta? What's the word Venta? When I was trying to think of a name for Venta, I wanted to kind of create a word, not a word that would have a relation to or background to what this whole place used to be. So one of it, which is, it's a kiln drying facility. So I'm thinking, anong components yung meron na pwedeng we can name the place after. And then I was thinking about ventilation, vent. So I thought, okay, parang venta would be a nice and catchy word. Also para ma-venta siya. And ironically, I looked it up, I Googled, and then venta is actually a Spanish word for a countryside inn, which I thought is very fitting for the place. This area is a brainchild of mine and my mom's. So we combined machines and her love for gardening. We call it the Machina Park. So it's an area where our patrons from the restaurant or the villas, they can just come over and walk around, take pictures, just sit down. Because we have all these old machineries that were in the furniture factories, and we really wanted to introduce and highlight this history. We are in the fourth chamber of the Venta Suites. It's our newest and biggest room here at the Venta. So it's a one bedroom, one living room, and a private pool, and also a small dining area for our guests. The Venta Suites, our rooms are actually made of actual wood kiln drying chambers, which we used way back then for our wood furniture manufacturing process. And as we went along constructing the Venta Suites, during the pandemic, people wanted private pools, they wanted exclusivity. So when we created the fourth chamber, which is the newest one, we decided to combine two chambers and make it into one so that we have enough space for a bedroom, a living room, and a private pool. Now here, we want to use original components from the original warehouse. We have this windows over here, which used to be the original warehouse windows. And then we use them as dividers to divide the pool area and the living room. When I was choosing furniture for the Venta Suites, it took some discipline for me, given that we have a furniture factory, not to make custom furniture just to use for the suites, but reuse and upcycle whatever furniture that we currently have in the factories or in the warehouse. And preferably, there should be a story behind it. Like for these silver chairs that I use as accent chairs, this is from the Fantasy collection, which when my parents started to export furniture way back in the late 80s to early 90s, these were one of their first collections. So it's like paying tribute to our history of us being second generation furniture manufacturers. And another thing that we upcycled here, this used to be a woodworking machine. So it has that flat top. So we decided to put some wood veneer top on it to accentuate the piece, like make it cleaner, but still like the base, you have the original industrial look to it. One of the special pieces that we have here at the fourth chamber is this floor lamp that used to be this post. It was a heating coil that was used for the actual kiln drying process of this room. And another thing that I kept during the construction was, if you look at all our ceilings, so you see there's a curved shape. So that one is actually the original shape of the chambers, because you have to have the air continuously rotating. So you have that curve, and then you have the fan. Our bedroom features a king bed, and one of the special things about this bed is this center accent panel here. It's made in our factory in South Sea Veneer. It's hand inlay, so each piece of the light wood and the dark wood, it's all cut by hand and then laminated together. So this one is also very special for us because I want to feature the specialization of our factories as well. Another piece also, this night table, it actually used to be a big accent floor lamp, then with the shade. So we had it in the showroom. So I decided with the size is just right that we can just put a wooden top and it's already a side table. We're here in one of the favorite spots of our guests, the bathroom of the fourth chamber. Here we have this clawfoot bathtub, which is one of my dream tubs, but I thought, sige, sa Venta ko na lang siya ilalagay. And then, of course, we have this massive wall that, again, I want to fill up with objects that has stories behind them. These are old original samples also from our production in the 90s. And also, I kept the cemento look of the walls. One, I think it's more cost-effective, but at the same time, it enables us to achieve and keep the industrial look that we want. So we have the wood component, but also the background is still very industrial. We are now in chamber 3. So when we started Venta, we only had 3 chambers at the time, and this one is the biggest. It has a bedroom, living room, and a private pool. Again, we wanted to use elements, and during construction, we wanted to show, the original structure. So like on this side, you see that these are the original posts that we had. So we had the gates here at that time when we still used the area for wood kiln drying. It's kind of cliche, but when you travel, you want to bring pieces of memories with you. So that's what I had with these prints, which I got from my travel in Sydney pre-pandemic time. So I only had 3, and then I thought that it would be nice to have 4, and kind of I tried to find certain components that we had in the warehouse to kind of make it, related, but more two-dimensional than just a flat print. We are in the bedroom of chamber 3. So as you can see, it's very spacious. We want our guests to enjoy the space, since space isn't really an issue in the warehouse. And so we have a king bed that would comfortably accommodate 2 persons. Then the bed also has pull-out trundle beds, so that in case we have group of family or friends, we can have extra bed space for them. We are here now at the private pool of chamber 3. One thing that we ensured when we were making the Venta Suites is that guests would have a certain private spaces. That's why we have the private pool, and also it's indoor. So rain or shine, whether it's summer or rainy season, they can still come here and enjoy the pool. At the same time, since we were building this around the pandemic time, I myself kind of became a plantita. So I also made sure to incorporate plants indoors and outdoors. If you go around the Venta Suites, I think the plants are really a big part of giving warmth and coziness to our place. It's like being in nature plus something industrial, but something homey and comfortable. And then for this wall, so we had a lot of wood carving components in the warehouse. So we turned them into decorative pieces as accents for the plant holders. We have Chamber 1 and Chamber 2 here at the Venta Suites. They basically have the same amenities and the same capacity. The difference is just the bed arrangement. So we are here at the Chamber 2 where we have a single bed and also a double bed. As you see with our beds, we all have the Inabel blankets because I'm a big fan of local materials, especially of the Inabel fabric. So after a year of operating the Venta Suites, we noticed that guests would find more value to rooms that would have their private pools. So we decided to construct a small plunge pool for Chamber 1 and Chamber 2. This area used to be the hallways between the chambers. And one thing that we kept here, if you can see the wall right here, these are the original chamber gates of the kiln drying chambers at the time. And I always want to put local materials. So the wallings that we use here, it's like sawali, pero kind of we glamorize it a bit by adding paint on it. And of course, the warehouse, we added skylight so that natural light would still be passing inside the warehouse. Our latest baby under the Venta Suites is the container bungalow. It started with, I kept on eyeing on this old 20-footer container that we had in our factory that was just sitting there as a storage box for whatever stocks that we had. It's kind of like a smaller, cozier version of the Venta Suites where it has a smaller bedroom, and then you have small living room and dining room. And plus, of course, signature private indoor pool. We also have that black bathtub, which our guests also enjoy, especially when, say, they have kids with them and just a place to relax. One of the fun things that you can do at the Venta Suites is we call it the K-Gym. Meron, they call it Bakal Gym. So we have the Kahoy Gym where we did some fun dumbbell weights made of acacia slabs. We use them in the factory also for manufacturing decors and furniture. Then thought, why not use it as weights? Our guests would have fun taking pictures with them, or sometimes even actual serious workout for the day. This is our common area. It used to be a part of the warehouse as well, so I decided to open up the wall to give a view to the fish pond across. And this is the common pool, which all guests can enjoy. We have plenty of lounge area, reading areas where guests can just leisurely enjoy doing nothing while they are here. And also, of course, we have a lot of guests with families, with their children. We have these cute bam bikes. I think they call them Bambino Bolt. And then we also have simple games like tennis table, foosball, Scrabbles, different kind of board games as well, so that our guests would enjoy their stay while they're here. We're lucky that the property is surrounded by fish ponds, which my father used to operate. He used to do tilapia farming. And now it's like a blessing to the place that we have a body of water. And here on this deck, this is where our guests would enjoy their breakfast. We prepare for them like picnic style, and then they can see the beautiful view of the pond while they're having their breakfast, or sometimes in the middle of the day, they just want to sunbathe and just enjoy nature. Thank you guys for coming here at the Venta Suites. We hope to see you soon. And please do visit us. We're located in Betis, Guagua, Pampanga. Bye!